under contract, now it's like, oh, we are locked in. At least we're locked in for now. Don't get in over your head and understand.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to Real Talk Real Estate. My name is Scott Warner.
And I'm Donovan.
And before we get started, yes, I did change brokerages.
Here we go.
Look. It's not, I didn't leave. I just entered the transfer portal, and here I am.
The transport portal? Is that a thing now?
Apparently the same number, same clients, same bad jokes, different uniform.
Sounds expensive.
Are you asking if I got a signing bonus?
Yes.
I did not, but I actually had to pay more at my new job than I am now. But guess what? Look, the good news is I'm still here. You're not going to see anything. I'm having a little PTSD with this, just because my hand's getting crimped because I had to change all the information. I had to change my email signatures, new signs, new cards, new everything. But look, let's get back into the topic today. What we're going to talk about is
writing the offer.
Look, buyers treat this as just another step.
You know, they'll be like, let's just submit something and see what happens.
I mean, I'm glad that buyers have that mindset. It makes sense. But guess what? Everything leading up to this has felt flexible. But now, what are we getting into?
Right. You're touring these homes, running through options, start talking about possibilities, and it still feels like you're just gathering information. Yes,
but when we're putting something on paper, it's something different. The offer is what changes things.
Yeah, man. I remember in middle school, they used to tell us a theory was just something that's not proven yet.
Yep.
Well, you're theorizing about these houses, and you're trying to put it in the law that it's your house, and that's what the offer represents.
No, and I think a lot of buyers don't fully realize when they put in an offer, they need to be ready. It needs to be there.
And dude, that's when it can kind of get intense sometimes. And I think part of the issue is that buyers assume the real decision happens after the seller responds.
Yeah, exactly. They think we'll decide if we want to move and want to be with this house after they accept.
Right. And man, writing an offer on a house to me is like process of elimination. You know, you have a multi-choice problem, but you're picking one.
Yeah. I mean, this is the process that gets overlooked. Offer is paperwork. It's not just saying, hey, we're moving everything else aside. We're writing an offer on this home, and this is going to be our forever home, or this is going to be our home for the next so many years.
Yeah. And once that happens, the process can't stay casual anymore. Hey, it's kind of like when you get asked the "what are we" question, you know? Are we dating?
Guess what? It speeds up to, are we married? I mean, and it gets real very quick.
Yes, it's a very structured process once you go under contract.
Yeah, earnest money, talking to the lenders, getting the home inspected. They're structured now.
And that's when things can start to hit and feel real. And it's deeper than just the $500 appraisal and the probably about $400 home inspection.
Yeah, that's when questions start showing up. Did I pick it for the right reason? Was I just emotional that day? Is my stuff going to fit in here? All the things as real estate agents that we hear, I mean, on a daily basis. No, now they're starting to feel it. Like, oh crap.
Yes, bro. I hear all the time, is this the right one? I have a deal I have under contract now. And I don't know if they were joking or not, but people were like, yeah, I know we went under contract, but we saw the house down the street also went up and we almost asked you to go look at it. And I was like, ha, 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 ha.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I mean, the funny thing is nothing changes about the house. It's not like when I walk into this house for a showing before I put an offer in, oh my gosh, somebody hit me with the magical stick. No, nothing changes. It's just now it might be your house.
Yes, and the decision is in the thought, meaning just like from earlier, you put a house under contract. Well, I would say that that's like a pending offer, just like it is. You're a pending status. And now you're going to go through everything that's your due diligence period in order to see if you want to marry. And I think that's where people start being like, oh, get cold feet with the house sometimes, when in reality, it's just part of the process, especially if you bought right.
I mean, that's when the stress shows up, basically. They're like, is this the right one? Did we do this right? And guess what? Before submitting, those are the questions that you should be asking yourself before this process already gets here. But we're here now. Now it's up to us to calm you down, to say, hey, look, it's okay. It's okay.
Right, man. And it's a big decision. And sometimes buyers assume that they can just back out right away and that it's reversible. It's not always like that.
I mean, there are technical ways to get out. There's the 14-day due diligence. There are ways to get out. But guess what? It's not always easy. It's not always, set in stone. Hey, they can get out, yes. But do you want to do that? Do you want to be locked into a couple of houses and be like, no, this is a house, and then within the 14 days, I'm out? This is a house. Because guess what? Agents don't like that. I mean, agents would see Donovan and I writing all these offers and just saying, man, I don't want to work with them. Because your decision, I get it. It's your decision. But sometimes it looks badly on us.
Right, man. And that backing out creates a lot of stress and uncertainty. And it costs something more than money, which is your time, And it could financially impact you as well, the in and outness of it.
Yeah, I mean, and more than anything, it creates doubt in the process. And what happens with doubt? If you're not clear on the phone or showing houses, your anxiety, if you have it as a realtor, if you have anxiety about it, that also creates doubt. And, spreading off to one thing about anxiety and being confident in what you say. I have a for sale by owner that I am trying to get. My client likes what they have. So I'm talking to a for sale by owner right now, and I could tell my approach yesterday wasn't the best. And I'm like, look, I'll do the whole deal. I'll be your agent and their agent. I have the buyer ready to go. He's pre-approved, and I'll do it for 4%. But I sounded shaky in that. And I just got a text from him and says, okay, we'll do the deal, but we're only going to pay you 1.5%. So now I'm going to have to go and fight an uphill battle because the message that I laid out was shaky. And getting back to being confident about putting in the work and about putting in this offer. That's where confidence helps.
Absolutely. Because, man, when you face that doubt and uncertainty, it just makes the decision that much harder. And there's already a lot that goes into the decision. So why would you take 2 steps forward, then take another one back,
Yeah. I mean, we're moving forward in this. Instead of moving forward confidently, buyers start second guessing everything. That's the thing. If we're not confident, they're playing off of our energy. So if I don't look confident, they're not going to be confident.
Hey, how are you going to prove your worth to this seller?
I mean, truthfully, what I think that I need to do is say, first and foremost, I'm going to hit them with my broker's not going to allow that. I'll blame that on Steve real quick. But secondly, I'm going to have to go in and say, look, I have a buyer that is proven, that is ready to buy. And guess what? We can go look at other places where I'm going to get made a higher percentage. Do you want me to bring them in and get your listing off the market before it even goes on the market with some other agent that's going to charge you 5%? That's going to be the question. Look, guess what? You don't even have this piece of land on Zillow. You just have it on Facebook. I had to do some major searching for your number. And then I had to be like, okay, who is this person? How, where, and why? So I've already done a lot of recon mission just to get the information that I have. Now I have a buyer that wants your lots. Guess what? When you put it on the market with the listing agent, they're going to ask for 5% and they don't have a buyer. They are saying, hey, let me put it on the market to help you sell it. Where I'm coming in and saying, transaction to close.
I like that. Even if you know you're worthy of whatever you're pushing or selling, marketing, real estate or not, you got to be able to just show them your process and what you do. And that's people are always they call it pulling your card, checking you. And you just got to be able to stand firm. Like, so what if the initial contact, and you knew in your heart of hearts and your soul that damn, I could have definitely presented myself in a better light.
Yeah.
But so what? Now you get to go to bat again and show him and here's the thing. We don't necessarily know why they want to sell. He may think this is just fun and games. That's the biggest difference I feel like when I'm going to a seller, whether I'm going to be the listing agent or the buyer is trying to figure out why they want to sell or if they even need to sell. Because some people just throw stuff on the market for funsies and won't take but a high number. Some people are more desperate. The more information you have, that's our job to find out, the better we can go about presenting it. So that's cool, Scott, that you're just go to bat, bro. And you can do it it's about how you say stuff too, not what you say. So your tone's going to be just as important as that. And I know you know that. So looking forward to an episode update. I'm going to make them update us on that regardless. So even if we have the dolphin laugh out the numbers that wind up happening. Right back. It's better to slow down before the offer, not after, because think about everything we've been talking about. Once the offer happens, so when you're not in the offer, you're almost like dating. Boom, boom, boom. We're just starting around dates. And the second you go under contract, now it's we are locked in. At least we're locked in for now. So don't get in over your head and understand what the process is.
I mean, that's where clarity should happen. It should happen before we're here. But guess what? As agents, sometimes it happens after we're here and we just stick and move and, go for that touchdown down the field. Yeah.
You got to assume that pass you throw is going to get caught.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, what happens if it gets accepted as written? We're moving forward. And guess what? That forces more questions. Honestly, it does. I mean, are we ready for it?
And with the hesitation, that's a you problem, even though we're on the same team, because it's not a paperwork problem. Paperwork meaning that way the offer's written, not having you loopholes where if you want to get out. But here's the thing, guys. This is one of the biggest purchases you're going to make besides dealing anything with your kids. So yes, it's important. But if you have the right process and system down and trust your agent to save you money on the front end, they're going to save you on the back end as well.
Yeah. The offer isn't just a step in the process. It's the point when the process becomes real. And I think Donovan and I just hammered that home. I mean, truthfully.
Yeah. I think about Nick Saban every time I hear about the process, because he always talks about the process. When you have a mind frame and a mindset, that this is how I think, and you trust the process because it delivers results, it makes decisions easier. Imagine instead of freaking out and worrying and having that pit in your stomach, you can say, well, this is our scientifically proven method that is going to get us results.
Well, guys, thank you for being here with us. Real Talk Real Estate. Give us a like, thumbs, subscribe, everything, so we can just keep on bringing these processes to you, because what we want, it's not like, hey, you need to come work with us. We would love that. But it's to give you an openness of what the process might look like when you're talking to your realtor.
Absolutely. I'm Donovan Johnson. Go stop by the Buzz, coffee and more. Go get blessed. All love at the bottom. Game point.